Hey, everybody. Look who I got. I got Lori and Sheila. Woohoo.
Doing?
How's everybody? Lori, do you have sunshine in Florida?
It's a medium day because we have
medium day.
Yeah.
Sheila, do you have sunshine?
No,
in Colorado?
we're still snowing.
Snowing.
We're still snowing here. I sent you guys the pictures. I got at least 12 inches, if not 15 inches at my house. And right now it's sleet for the next hour. 36 degrees sleet for the next hour. You know, we were hanging out, what was it, last Monday at 87 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It all sounds legit.
It's all good.
All good.
It's all good.
Is it sunny in Danny Shayland?
Oh yeah. It's been so windy and cold recently. I mean, I've been wearing winter coats, not like Sheila, but nuts. But the other day, and today it's going to be 75, nice. 80. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's going bonkers.
Hey, speaking of bonkers.
Yes.
Let's I did. Sheila, pick one of your personalities out of one of 8 and
go with
let's read on gas prices because things are going crazy. And so we're talking about the weather being crazy. Gas prices. And we were talking about this before we pushed record. Joe Biden doesn't have any control over what gas prices are.
No, but he can influence and recommend some sort of legislation to smash what they're doing out there. But if they can't get past the Senate because of the Republicans, it's a free-for-all. Oh, I got to tell you guys, when I was up in South Dakota, this was really weird. You know how normally gas prices, they talk about the regular, and then they have the plus, and then they have the premium, right? And usually when they advertise the lowest number, it's usually regular. Regular is usually lowest. In South Dakota, I got dubbed one time where I said, oh, that's a good price. We're going to go in there. And I picked regular. And when I looked, what they have done is they put regular as higher and plus as the lowest one. So anybody that's like traveling, normally the regular is lowest. They did that. So I paid $487 for regular when the plus was down like $395 or something like that. And they've been doing that all over South Dakota. It was like a real get you. I was like, why am I paying less for premium or for the plus? And the regular was gouged out of control.
Wow.
And I was like, I wonder if this is a red state, right? So they're manipulating the people in the red states to make them think that everything is horrible and out of control because they need to have the red states stay where they're at. They cannot get them into the real world. The internet there was unbelievably horrible all over, no matter where I went. It was horrible. So yet they're still not able to even get on the internet. I mean, I'm pretty sure you give up on the news if you can't listen to it on your phone because the internet is so bad. The Excel service. Yeah, they have problems there. No wonder they're suppressing their own Republican states to keep them under their belts. And they don't even know it.
Here, if you drive up to a gas station, right next to the number that you're paying on the pump, there's a little sticker with Joe Biden on it that says, I did that.
Yes, I have little stickers to put on top of that sticker that says Trump lost, get over it. I've been helping out.
Some of those stickers. I need some.
Yeah.
I saw a sticker where it said, don't blame me, I voted for Trump. And I went, didn't you steal that from the Hillary campaign? Because that's what she had. They can't even come up with their own.
Oh no.
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 So
Yeah.
Lori, what are you paying in gas down there?
Oh, I'm not even looking.
Okay.
I'm not looking. I know it's for something.
4.
We're still hovering around $3.95.
Yeah. We're in
still
$6 land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still hovering
I paid low 6s last time.
I think because the middle, and especially in Colorado, especially along the 25 corridor, I mean, we have easy access to tankers that can come and fill our gas. So I think that our expenses, I mean, they got to go from one coast to the next anyway. They might as well drop off, throw a thing in, and then go on their way. So I think that we're probably good with that. But Colorado is not as bad as all states or a lot of states.
Hawaii came $5.38. We're only at $4.50.
Yeah, we have the highest gas prices in the nation. We have refineries 3 hours away, and we're pumping oil. I mean, all along, which is really smart in my opinion. Drilling holes in the earth right along the San Andreas Fault.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's not bad, is it?
No, well, no. Swiss cheese your fault line. That'll make a lot of sense.
Good way of putting it. So what are we looking at? Are the prices? Is Biden going to get the prices to go down? Is he going to do something to get control of it?
Yeah, and I think the thing that I was going to say is that even though Biden may not be able to do anything legislatively, he still has so much power where he pulls somebody into his office and says, look, if he can work some kind of leadership. I don't want to say power play, but I mean, leaders do that. They say, get on board with us. So is he going to be able to somehow
strong arm somebody?
Right. Yeah. Have Guido go in there and say, I'm going to break your legs, No, we're not wishing that.
I know.
Gas prices, are they going to be coming down? And I guess it should be by midterms.
Yeah. Also, there was also something else that I noticed. I was really kind of going into South Dakota going, I'm going to have to endure all of these Trump flags, this, that, and the other. And I found 2 houses. The whole time I was there, 2 houses that still had their flags up. None of the others. I really was impressed. And we were in the wilderness, so it wasn't like we were in the city, but they're not advertising. I mean, there was a whole bunch of Jesus billboards everywhere, but still, so I thought that was impressive too. I'm like, they're not out and about like they used to be.
They are.
They're in hiding.
They're on the boats, all the big boat flags.
Yeah. Well, Florida's still up and still.
It's mostly boats, I think.
All right.
Lori, you want to go? Do you have some?
I'm not finished yet.
Okay, I'm going to go while you guys are all looking at your fingernails. I don't know what you guys are looking at. So are they is Joe Biden, are the gas prices going to be coming down before the election? Yay, celebration. Although you go, oh, could this be a false celebration? So the next card is the King of Pentacles. They're still going to be a little high. There's going to be some kind of blind choice that is made. But I also got the Ace of Swords, meaning some new, maybe legislation, but some new idea that is going to have us writing in as a winner. So I'm saying...
What card was that?
6 of Wands.
Okay.
So I'm saying yes, that gas prices are going to come down. And when I was shuffling, I said by the election, by November, to help. That's what I was thinking, to help the Democrats. So I'm hoping that that's still the case. But I do see a celebration. Something's going to happen with the money because it's too hard to make these choices. What do we pay money for? Eggs. I mean, everything is just super, super high. So, but I think that we are going to have some success.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Lori?
Well, the grifters are really getting away with just, they're just doing some really awful things. And this takes a lot of, it is going to take some muzzling of them. It is going to take some, power. They're going to have to do something.
Right.
And that's the challenge. They can't get it. But they will. There's some sort of tempering that's going to come up here. And he has to fight for it and fight for it, fight for it. And then I asked what card you got because I got the Knight of Wands. So I feel that there will be. He's gonna get somebody to agree. He will get someone to agree. I also have the Sun on the opposite side over there. So I feel there will be a tempering and there'll be a lot of energy directed into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which needs to be.
Right. You up, Sheila?
I'm up. I also got the Ten of Swords, where it has an ending and a finished, for better or for worse. He has that, for the gas prices. This is kind of how we feel. This is for better, for worse. We're still here. We're still fighting for the right fight. But we also have I have the Knight of Swords, which is we're strong, we're energetic, ready to take on the world. And that, I think, is where Biden sits a lot of times. He goes, what can I do? He's not giving up. He's charging forward. He's, behind the scenes, he's really on thinking about it. And then here's the outcome of that is the Ace of Cups, which is opening your heart and receiving emotional, emotions around you. And the Ace of Cups, meaning that he does break into somebody's emotions. He does break into somebody's ideas and really gets them to find the inspiration to take action, because that's what I got on that too. He's looking for either outside of the country or inside of the country, but he connects somebody's emotions to take action. And that was really interesting. Then I did my situationals, and I said the soulmate. So he has somebody on his side about the gas prices, and whoever it is, he does create a happy spot. He does create a happy. And another thing that Biden is really good at is creating alliances, and he's always been really good at that. So the ascending and the wave, the ascension, the spiritual, the awakening, and the ascension, and then he's going to bring out the bounty hunters. So he has a plan. The bounty hunters are going after all of the companies who are gouging people. So he does have another avenue, another way of getting in. And I think that that's the best thing. And he's heading into the race. I mean, he's racing for it before the midterms. So he knows that he has to do this before the midterms. So
yeah, sure. And Lori, you got some kind of partnership too, working with somebody, didn't you?
Yeah, someone's going to work with him.
Yeah.
It'll be a tempering. Yeah.
Right.
They're going to make a deal.
See all that water, Ace of Cups, I'm just seeing that as gasoline overflowing. And we
well, maybe, yeah. Absolutely.
Don't light a match.
No. And the thing in Ukraine and Russia may take a twist and a turn and help out as well. So
well, and I'm concerned about the grain situation in Ukraine. I'm concerned about groceries for people.
Yeah.
In Ukraine?
Yeah. Well, a lot of the grain comes from Ukraine, and they blew up a lot of their silos, and I just think we're going to have some more problems.
And they're not shipping it because they've got the ports shut down. So even if they did produce grain, they're not shipping it. The other thing is fertilizer. Ukraine and Russia create, which I'm kind of thinking this is a good thing.
Yeah.
27% or 26% of the world's nitrogen fertilizer. So that's not being made or getting out. Maybe we can come up with a better fertilizer that's not so polluting.
Right. The waterways. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's forcing us to have new ideas, just like the COVID did. It forced a lot of people to figure out new ways of making money, and a lot of them were forced into online businesses. Or I had a girl here that was a doggy groomer, and because of COVID, she had to go home and stay at home. Well, she created a place at her house, and then she had a mobile bus. So one person was going and getting all of these dogs, bringing the dogs to her home, and she would wash them, and then they would be delivered all back home. She made more money than anybody out there because she created something new, and she was able to do that mobile dogging and thing. And I thought that was brilliant. So everybody's coming up with new and better ideas. It's like forcing us into new ideas that normally we would just stay steady.
Yeah. Do you think I could get that bus to come out and pick me up?
She might.
Just
might. To get you
a little trim. Just a little trim.
Just a little trim. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was brilliant. I mean, to have a mobile doggy grooming thing. And
and how often did we as this YouTube community just blossom because of COVID?
Yeah.
So there's good that comes out of the bad, and we just need to stay positive and focused on what we can do to make this a better situation. Not make it. We just need to make it better. We have an opportunity. So cool. All right, let's go to, since we started talking about Ukraine and Russia, let's look at where is she? Brittany Grains?
Brittany Grenier.
Brittany Grenier.
She's a prisoner in Russia.
Yeah, WNBA player, and she's been there for I think 2 months now.
Give or take. And she got caught with, was it marijuana? Is that what she got caught with?
In a vape cartridge. That's what they're saying, that it was CBD oil. So it wasn't even like. Yeah. So what are we asking specifically? If she's going to be freed here or something?
Yeah, let's see if she's going to be free. Let's put a real short time on it, because I'm sure that her days are going really slow. So let's put in within 30 days, will she be free? Just pull in one card.
Yeah, mine's not so good either.
Oh, no, mine is kind of. I know I show this. Judgment.
Yeah.
So I just saw her being freed.
Well, I guess so. I just pulled another card. I had the Ten of Swords, and then I had the anxiety and the depression. And then I pulled the third card, which was the Ace of Swords, finding out and finding a solution. So within 30 days, speak in your mind to solve a problem.
And
the Queen of Swords on that, which is a lawyer or something along that line.
Yeah. And when she went in there, that she was stabbed in the back. That's what she was feeling.
Yeah.
That, those swords stuck in her. Not that she felt like she was stabbed in the back, that nobody was helping her, but maybe where's the NBA? Where's the WNBA trying to help me? I don't know. Maybe she's got to be feeling horrible. So,
I think that the base of the Celtic cross is that they just weren't able to make any headway here. They're working diligently on it now. However, she's still waiting. So it may take they're trying to bring, they're trying to bring a magic wand to it or bring some power to it. And they may be able to exchange or promise to exchange for someone else. The other card I get for timing is Two of Cups, which isn't a fast card. So hopefully they work on it so much. I don't know. I'm getting a 7 and an 8. Hopefully it just looks like we're watching, like she feels like she's watching water boil, or a plant grow.
Yeah.
Seem like it's happening. So I hope we can speed it up for her.
Yeah. So I lied. I did pull 2 more cards.
Okay,
just
good.
because I got, gosh dang, that's really bright on me. I got the Fool card.
All right.
There we go. So going on a new journey. And then I've got the Knave of Pentacles, which is starting out, with a newer project type thing. So I don't know what I'm taking away from this. It's she's having a super hard time in prison. So let's just send her a lot of love and light. Try to surround her with some good vibes so that she can get through this, and hopefully she's on a new journey and out soon.
Yeah, we have to send
and
her
hopefully there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these big basketball players that are stepping up that we're not seeing.
They're working really hard on it. Yeah, they're trying.
Yeah, so we just can't forget. We have to, if we want the people who write their congressmen and their representatives regularly, well, put a little letter in for her. All right, where should we go next? Should we leave Ukraine and Russia? You want to read on anything in there, or should we go to U.S. politics and Georgia? But before we do that, before we go to Georgia,
okay, where are we going?
We're going to go. Let's just look at the general state of the conservative far right movement. France had an election. Le Pen lost. Yay. Russia lost with their domination plans, with Finland and Sweden joining NATO. That kind of blew up in their face, if that was their plan to keep NATO weak. Australia, yes. So they're backwards there in Australia. The water goes down the drain the wrong way. The Labour Party, the Conservative Party, is what we call the Liberal Party, and the Liberal Party, it makes my head hurt, but I do like their beer and I do like their attitudes. So I'm just going to back away from that before people yell at me. Is the world realizing that the far right conservatives are they starting to lose power? Are they starting to realize that they should be in the middle somewhere?
Okay, are the far right realizing that they're losing their power?
That they need to come into the middle somewhere.
According to Jim Clyburn, I think he just gave up. He's scared.
Yeah.
That's worrisome when he puts out an announcement that he thinks our country is going to autocracy.
Right.
All right.
But we have other things in the world, other places in the world that are pushing back on that. Certainly, we are in the throes because our media, whatever, is not telling the truth, and they get to promote these huge lies that are not based in any kind of fact or reality. And then they just backtrack when they inflame people. They go, oh, no, I didn't say that.
I think it's called the critical mass. So once we have enough people thinking and believing a certain thing, the energy upon belief system, critical mass, it lines everybody else up, and you don't even know that it's happening. Critical mass manifesting a better life for us, a better world for us. Interesting.
It's interesting to see what you two got on this.
On the what?
I can't wait to see what you both got.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. The Ace of Pentacles. Now, here's something that my reading is coming towards. The property, the power, the opportunity, right? The opportunity. That was the representation of the far right. They're always about money and this, that, and the other. And what came over top of it is the Tower.
Ooh.
So that was the Celtic cross tower, the tower that came over. What is the problem? And then I have over here is the thinking on top, walking away from that belief system, walking away from all of that money is God type of thing. And then finding work balance and productivity is becoming as my Celtic cross is always that emotional the emotional wave that comes through people is down at the bottom for me. And then they're working on it. They're like, let's get back to our values. Let's get back to balance. And that's what people are missing. Even in the far right, they're missing balance. And coming into this whole thing is legacy and inheritance and roots. They really, really pushed that we need to get back to something, or get back to, in the olden days. Let's get back to only the white men in charge. Let's get back to that. And that's going to be put to rest. It has outplayed its play. It's outplayed it. It's going to be put to rest. And then people are going to learn differently. And this is really nice in the position of that thing is they're going to be taught, and if people are going to learn differently, this is not how we do it. This is how we do it. Because we also have, you are strong and energetic. We are resilient people. So the teachings that we can go forward is also in this card right here. And then we also have the star. Your dreams are coming true. Your dreams, that was talking about the critical mass. Our dreams are coming true. The majority of the people who are against this right-wing BS, our dreams are coming true. And then at the point in time, the end thing is down to the end of the day, they're going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to make a hard cutting decision on what they're going to do. And here is the 11th and 12th house, which I thought was really bizarre, but now I understand after the reading. We have the Wheel of Fortune, right? The great stuff, the wonderful stuff in the world. And there's your decision. Either you're going to pick the devil or you're going to pick the Wheel of Fortune. And that's where it's going to have to come to, is if everybody making a hard decision. Yep. So that was fascinating. And then I have one more with the situationals is the twin flames. No one the one mirrored soul pledge. So we're going to it's going to be like all of us coming together with soul connection versus money, family. It's going to be a soul energy when we get done and over with all.
Right. Awesome.
We're going to feel it deeper than most. Okay. I'm done.
That was good. I like the soul connection card. What do you got, Lori?
I'm getting rules and order are on its side, and that they're not, they haven't been following the rules in the traditional conservatism, however you say that. I just think this is rocky. I get the star in the position of they think there's something. It's like Ted Cruz going on the podcast, instead of passing laws, they want to be the star. They're all in the limelight, and they keep going forward. They're teetering, but they keep going forward. They think they can continue this. They really do think they can continue this. Now, something starts to happen, thank God, up at the top of here. Right now, they're in full regalia going towards the finish line. They think. That's what I'm getting. And the old conservative people are on their side there. And then something happens, there's a shift, and then they're going to realize that they've risked, like sort of like the gambling cards that Sheila got there towards the end. That some of the actions were really foolish and they should have shut their mouth. They need to go back to the quiet conservative force and just, speak softly, carry a big stick, perhaps, instead of the opposite of some of these loudmouths and what they're doing. So they're messing up here. So the actual outcome, I think, is what we were hoping for, but we're not there yet.
Yeah.
According to this.
Yeah. I think it's going to, my cards are saying that it's going to take a long, long time. Well, not a long, long time, but we're not there. We still have a lot to work through. I also got the Two of Swords right in the center. That's being covered, by the Ace of Cups, the overflowing gasoline cup. So we have an emotional charge which is what you were saying, Sheila, that it's got to come from our emotions, not money. Our money is keeping us imprisoned. I also got the Hierophant in the potential near future, that they think that they're in charge of everything, that they're going to control this. However, their battle is isolating them. So they're going to keep charging and trying to win at any cost, but it's really everybody's kind of walking away from them. At the top of the reading, I got a celebration. However, it's not without the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Wands battling each other. But in this deck, the Seven of Wands for me is like fighting windmills. It's like the Man of La Mancha card. Why is this guy fighting? Oops, sorry, if you can see it. Why is this guy fighting against a windmill? So
looks like he's trying to throw a spear to stop the cog.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird in my view. Anyway, we still have a way to go, and it's I see it getting a little messy, but with this Ace of Cups, come on, card, there it is. With this Ace of Cups, I feel like if we are going to get a new start, a new emotional beginning, but it's not going to be without some fights. And at the base of the reading, I got the Two of Cups coming together. So I'm looking forward to us coming more into the center, but it's challenging.
It is very challenging.
Sorry about that, Danny. I didn't mean to interrupt you in your reading.
You did too.
I didn't.
It's one of your Gemini personalities.
Yeah,
she spoke before she thought. She spoke before she got permission.
Well, let me tell you, every time I tell a woman when they can speak, it always turns out bad for me. Always.
Oh, Danny.
All right, Sheila, now you can talk.
Yeah, that works well.
Yeah, I know.
Great. The next question.
Georgia.
Here we go.
Georgia. So this Tuesday, I guess. It's hard for me to keep track of all the primaries and what's going on, but the primary in Georgia is this Tuesday, right?
It is.
Okay. So we have a couple of things. Kemp versus Purdue. Kemp is going to win because Perdue is such a good campaigner. Even Trump said, okay, see ya. So it's going to be Kemp versus Stacey Abrams, which is interesting. We can read on that, or we can read on Green versus Jennifer Strahan.
We want to see how Strahan's doing.
Let's look at Strahan. See if she's
Okay,
she is a Republican mom who goes, we gotta let go of the crazy. This is not what I signed up for. Green's not doing anything. She's just marketing.
She's calling the Catholic Church ran by Satan. She says a woman, the best choice, that was the key word, a woman can make is to be a mother. That was the best choice. And I'm like, you didn't realize what you just said. It's a choice. Like, Marjorie, you're an idiot.
We're looking to see if Strahan will win.
Yep.
Yeah. And how many people does Green have running against her right now?
Like 7 or 8.
And they're all Republicans, right?
What's Strahan?
Running against
Yeah, they're trying to find him. So what is Strahan's first name, did you say?
Jennifer.
Jennifer Strahan. Will she win? In Georgia. Devil went down to Georgia.
She's fighting a lot of deceit and a lot of bad playing.
Really?
Do you
think Marjorie Taylor Greene would throw out any kind of misinformation on her?
She is such a bully. She is, that lady, man, I don't even want to call her a lady. She's a monster.
Yeah, I don't know. Trust your own counsel first is the outcome to that. I don't know. Let me ask the question. Who are they going to vote for? Let me see if I can gather that. Let me place that other lady.
So I got, I didn't get a really clear answer, but I got that she has a ton of support. Mm-hmm. She's got the Star of Hope at the top of the reading. She's got the Lovers at the base of the reading. I wish I could stop the glare. At the center of the reading, she's got the Two of Cups. So she's got a lot of stuff going on for her. But then as we get to, is she going to win or something? I have the Four of Pentacles. She's kind of being locked up she's kind of hanging on too tight. She's got the Moon card, the Five of Swords, just a lot of struggle with this. So I didn't get whether she was going to win or not. I kind of did a 4-1-1 with her, and her finances are, even though she is getting a bunch of money, I don't think it matches Green's financial backing, but she's definitely somebody to watch for, and how can you not be way better than Green? And she would do a much better job than Green, no matter what your views of her. But I just feel like she doesn't have the right finances, and Green's just going to throw so much crap at her that she's going to struggle.
Yeah, I get the exact same thing. I mean, literally the exact same thing that you got. And there will be Green and another female that just bully her. But I think she's one to watch because her outcome card is the Page of Pentacles. So she will, if she can't win this, she will reemerge for another candidate for another office if something else revives her, because the fight ahead is really, really difficult for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I went back to the drawing board and asked a different question. I threw some cards just on her, and then I threw another deck of cards for Marjorie. So this is really weird. I also got the moon, that careful seeing things that are not there. So be careful. Like if the whole universe is kind of telling her, be careful, because this is what's it's gonna come to, is like that fight, that battle. And then we have the Queen of Wands. You're always call on your natural coincidence. So that was her. And that was the Queen of Wands. So she has something in the fight, but I'm not sure, because she got the moon, that it's all she's gonna connect the dots at the end. Because Marjorie is, the crazy's lover. And then she's married to the establishment, right? To the white supremacy, the clan mom. She's the clan mom. And then we have delusion. Like she can throw out some BS like nobody else, with some serious strength and with some serious money. But here is the kicker. At the end of the day, this is the death card for Marjorie.
Oh.
At the end of the day. So I'm thinking that there may be another candidate maybe that beats her or something along that line. I'm not sure it's going to be this girl, but somebody beats Marjorie at the end of the day, at the end of the race, at the end of the total.
I'm seeing Marjorie Taylor Greene in Madison Cawthorn's car, and he's driving, again, without a license.
Without a license, bringing the guns.
Yeah, she's going, that's okay.
Yeah. And here's another card for Marjorie again, is that she has 3 solid things, and then the one thing that could help her win, she doesn't take.
Okay.
Or this could be also the voters. They have a whole bunch of other people to there, and then Marjorie, they just turn around and not vote for her.
Yeah.
So that could be it too. So anyways, that was my reading on that.
I just did a spread on Marjorie, and it looks like she's going to hit the wall. Some of those conservatives are coming for her, like the ones that took out Cawthorn. They'll probably go Cawthorn, but they should be competing now. Why go for Boebert before they go for Green?
Well, they've already started with Marjorie with getting her up in the stand. You see, she was at, so they've already like getting her up in the stand, getting her to lie, which she did. They've also, the judge also handed him his seeing, like, no, she can't be taken off. But also, if you read it, I read the whole thing that the judge said. I mean, he literally spelled it out for the lawyers to do a rebuttal on this. This is what you need to say. This is what you need to put in there. I mean, he literally spelled it out for him, the reason why it didn't go this time, but the next time. So what is it called when you repeal it? They're repealing it. So they have that going with Marjorie. So she's already been in the hot seat. Then Cawthorn, of course, all they had to know is what he was doing out there. And now they're going after Boebert. And I have a feeling that Gates is already also on the hot seat, because he's not doing very well in Florida. He's not, people are not showing up for his things. So I think they're trying to purge.
I'm just so surprised at how slow it has been with Gates.
I agree with you with that. But here's the thing is that the country does not have any faith in any Republican that gets office anymore. They've watched the loyalty to the money, to the company versus to the United States. So they have no they have no faith in the Republicans. I mean, I would vote a Democrat. I don't care if that Republican saved, the world hunger. I will not vote for a Republican because you're not trustworthy.
Well, now, if some Republican ended world hunger,
but
he's got to have some kind of positive attributes that you might be able to get behind.
No, because even if they did world hunger, they would have used that against the Democrats. Somehow they would have twisted that.
Okay.
I think somebody's twisting something right now.
Okay, so are we going to look at Warnock versus Herschel, or are we going to take a look at speaking of Republicans, louder milk.
Louder milk. But
What
before we go there, I pulled one card on Marjorie Taylor
what
Greene.
did you get? I can't wait to see.
Oh.
What is it?
It's the Nine of Swords.
Nine of Swords, okay.
However, those swords that are on the wall are like dripping with blood.
Ew.
Oh,
I know.
I'm not supposed to be happy about that, but
It's just worried. It's just worried. Yeah, I just wonder where those knives were. And that probably came out of her battles with all these other people against her.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, she doesn't care.
That card is worry and anxiety. I call that the Kavanaugh card because I used to get that for him and he went through. He went through. It was hell on earth, but he went through. So I don't know.
Yeah, we can read on him when he's going.
When who's
We
going?
want. Let's read on. What did you? Oh, louder milk.
Louder milk or Warnock?
Louder milk.
Okay, let's read on louder milk.
Because Warnock is. I mean, that's kind of a goofy name too, but louder milk is way more goofy than Warnock as far as just the name goes.
And he's already recanted.
Sheila's looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm trying to follow along.
Louder milk has already recanted. First he said, oh no, I didn't lead any walkthroughs or tours or anything. Now he's saying, oh, well, I did just for constituents' family. So
right.
Let's read just him on what he did and how he's the January 6th commission wants to talk to him for. I mean, what do they want out of him? I think we should. Let's see.
For people who don't know who louder milk is, it's a glass of. So louder milk is a representative in the House who I think he was in charge of who gets to do tours in the Capitol building. And he had, and that may or may not be true, but he said nobody gave any tours on January 5th, 4th, 5th, or 6th or something like that. Is that right? And now January 6th committee wants to talk to him because they found out that he actually did allow tours.
They have him on film giving a tour.
Oh.
It says here, Trump has endorsed a Georgia lawmaker who gave a tour of the Capitol building on the day before the insurrection. I don't know if he was in charge of tours. He just did it. I don't think he was in charge of them.
So scratch that.
So what's
no comments on
specific? What happens to him? Does he have to leave his seat? Is he in trouble? What did he say?
Yeah. I think let's see if we can pull out what the January 6th commission wants out of him.
Okay.
See what they know and what they're bringing him in for.
6th committee.
And his first name is Barry.
Barry?
Barry, B-A-R-R-Y. Barry. They want a lot out of him. It isn't a little, it's a lot. He did a lot. This is going to be one of those bombshells, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. I mean, 10 of wands is the most you can possibly He's going to say, "Oh, I can't come in to testify. I'm sick.
Oh,
My health."
I hope he feels better. So you're saying he's gonna get COVID or something and not be able to come in.
Not be able to go in, and then I think they may even subpoena him. I don't know, because the filming starts soon, right? I mean, they got to be filming. Is that all going to be live, or are they going to film it in advance?
No, I think it's live.
I don't think it's going to be live. I think it's a documentary that they're putting together, and then they're going to put it on prime time. I think they may have it where I think it's going to be like a documentary.
A little of both, or they'll tape certain parts and then show it.
Yeah,
as they're presenting it.
Yeah, because they're just putting it. It's almost like a film. Like they're putting everything into place. What we know, what they have. I mean, all of the thing. I mean, that's kind of hard to do live, but I also got the weirdest stuff for him.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely gave out. He gave people information that they wanted to know, and he isn't gonna. He's gonna just continue to lie and block and lie and block and lie and block, and he's gonna try another strategic maneuver, and I don't think it gets him anywhere.
Kind of like the same old playbook.
I also got the wisdom. He knows a lot, lots of wisdom in there. I also got the 5 of Cups, where feeling grief, that they know, like he's really like, they know, if they got to me, they know, because nobody else knew what was going on with this guy. I didn't really pay attention to who this is. This is like a new name for me, right? Yeah. And I also have judgment. He knows. This is his gut. This is he knows the judgment is coming for him. He also knows that they are strong. They are strong in what they know. He knows. He tries to do that. He tried to lay low. This is coming into the question. He tried to lay low, get in there, trying to get out of the way. And the Ace of Pentacles, time for the right action to be taken. So it's almost like the January 6th. They have so much. Once he sits in front of them, they have so much information. They're like, they know exactly what to ask him. And exactly what to ask him, because he has to earn his way. He either has to earn that he is credible, or what? He has to earn his way. But you're right. The 10 of Swords come in the Tower. So I have the 10 of Swords and the Tower. He is not doing well. The 10 of Swords and the Tower and that, and he is abundant in the information, but he's not doing well. I have a feeling also that he has that apathy. He has an opportunity to come and do that, to talk to the Empress, and he also tries to navigate his way out. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to navigate his way out like everybody else has, because I also got the abundance. They like the January 6th gets abundance. So yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Liz Cheney.
Not talk to us, but got you.
What's that?
So either you talk to us or you don't talk to us. We got you.
We already got the information. Yeah. I think that Liz Cheney is going to play a huge role, if she hasn't, in this particular case. I did get he's falling because of the tours that he led. And I also got that he may end up sick with the virus, that he's going to say, oh, I can't make it. I pulled 3 clarification cards. He could end up like in jail. Some big news is coming out after him, and he's going to have to make a decision whether to stick by his guns or face the fact. And to me, it's not such a blind decision as it is with the 2 of Swords, because he knows pretty clearly, but he's like struggling. Should I not? But
I'm getting even that he's thinking about taking himself out. Like, he's concerned.
Wow.
He's in deep here.
Maybe that's where that 10 of swords and that tower in my reading. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I know that this big news is really weighing on him. I didn't get any of that, but he's feeling the pressure. Wow.
Like,
And January 6th, I looked it up, and according to what I got on my phone was that it is going to be live. It's not. I mean, I'm sure they're going to come up with a documentary on it later, but I just can't imagine that if it was edited and put together in a documentary, that Tucker Carlson would say, "Oh no, it was manipulated so much." They're going to say that anyway, but
Okay, it makes sense.
yeah.
Okay.
So it is going to be live, so they say. All right, let's do one more, and it's going to be whose choice? Who wants to pull a question? Lori or one of Sheila's 8
oh, clearly I'm
personalities?
outnumbered.
You are outnumbered.
I am outnumbered.
But you have a big
I'm going to
voice.
explain the 8 where the 8 comes. I said the Gemini is 2, and then I have a Gemini in every one of my planets. So that makes 4 Geminis, right? So now a 2, 4, 6, 8 personalities apparently is what we're going with.
So you only get to pick one of your personalities against one of Lori. Well, Lori only has one. She's like rock solid. She's.
So are we?
What are we reading on now? Sorry, that was just a big squirrel moment. People are going, "What the hell are you talking about?" Even if they're still watching. Okay, Lori, what do you want to read on?
I sort of wanted to see how Raphael Warnock was going to do against Herschel Walker.
Okay. Raphael Warnock.
Will he keep his seat in Georgia?
Raphael Warnock. Oh God.
Oh no. I'm getting a no.
Oh, don't worry. I get a yes.
Okay, good. I hope you're right and I'm wrong.
I get a yes.
Unless I mixed up the people. I don't think I did.
Maybe I did. Maybe I was thinking so much of Herschel Walker that I came up with the 3 of Swords. They're coming after him.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, none of these are easy.
I'm going to reshuffle. These were so bad. I'm going to reshuffle.
I don't like the cards. I'm going to do it again.
Well, maybe I was really thinking of how awful Herschel Walker was. So maybe I just, all right.
So here's what I got. I did 3 cards for each one. Raphael Warnock, little celebration to the Hierophant in a government position. And how's he going to get there? It's going to be a little magic. He's, it's not going to be easy. He's going to have to, do some stuff. However, Herschel Walker, I got the 4 swords for him. So is he going to be sick or just need a timeout? He does have a ton of money that he is going to be using. But in this card, the 9 of Pentacles, the woman is in her own little enclosed garden, almost like her own little prison. So she's not seeing the big picture. And then I got the Devil card. for the third card. So clearly, Herschel Walker is tied to Trump, and Warnock is tied to the government and a magician. And a celebration. So I think he's winning it.
Okay, good.
I also got, Warnock is going to be in a battle. That's the fight, right? But he moves ahead quick. And I also got the love. The people love him, the compassion, the love, they love him. And then I also got the winning of the Ace of Cups. And so then I threw my other, my haunted deck on the other guy. And this is what I got on the other guy. I also got his worried. He's not going to be raising as much money as the other guy. He's going to be fighting off like fire. Like he has to fight off everything. I also got the Ace of Cups with him as well, but it was buddied up with the Tower. So the Ace of Cups, meaning that the Democrats make him crash and like we're done with you. So that's what I got for both of them.
Okay, good.
The other guy is going to go through it.
I got a better spread on Warnock second time around. I think I was just thinking so much of Herschel Walker that hopefully. It still didn't look easy. But I heard yesterday that they had like for early voting, they've already broken a record in Georgia. Like so many people turning out that it was like 890,000 had already voted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's going to be
okay, good. Sheila, maybe Lori and I should pull a card from 1 to 8, and then that is the personality that gets to ask a question.
There you have it. Go for it.
I'm picking number 6.
I got 1.
1.
16. Do you have 16?
16's a little much. Well, we'll do 6, 7. So 7, number 7, which is my favorite number.
Okay, 7. What?
All of that.
What is your question from personality number 7?
Personality number 7. My question is probably going to be on what influence does Turtle make? What is his name again? Like, why can't I think of his name?
Mitch?
Like Mitch McConnell. My mind has been going to Mitch McConnell a lot because he says we're going to do abortion for the whole country. I want to know how is Kentucky really handling this man, and if they're done with him, because they had a Democrat for the first time, a black Democrat for the first time in Kentucky win a primary. And so they're gaining speed in Kentucky. Yeah. They're very happy with him. So I want to know how Kentucky is doing with and what their attitude against Mitch McConnell is nowadays. I mean, it's one thing, you guys are running on taking away Roe v. and Wade thinking you're going to win, but you're also talking about taking away birth control. Come on. Right? Birth control?
You know what is scaring me as a white guy is when the women go, really? You're going to do that? Well, then we're not giving we're not putting out anymore.
From all of you. Yeah, we don't need you anymore.
we have tools. We have technology. Uh-oh. And it lasts a lot longer.
That went a little over. But I get it. Oh my, you're right. I don't see how a white man gets laid in this country at all anymore.
I am against ever-ready batteries. I think they all muted themselves.
The Energizer Bunny.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
It's too.
Mitch McConnell in Kentucky. Mitch McConnell in
Well, let's see what Kentucky thinks of Mitch McConnell right now.
I think he's the master manipulator.
Oh,
What'd you get?
final outcome in the potential near future. I didn't do a full spread, just 6. Walking away. I got the same thing with you with the master manipulator, 7 of Cups, illusion, delusion. At the base of the reading, he won. He's celebrating. I think that's a false. He's hanging on to Kentucky with a tight grip, but in the end, something comes up with 8 of Wands and makes him walk away.
Good. Maybe he gets exposed.
Yeah, I think.
Because they know he's dirty. I mean, they know all of his association and his tricks are just dirty, dirty, dirty. I mean, they just know it,
Yeah.
It's irrefutable evidence. They know that he's manipulated things. They don't want him anymore. They don't.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's going to stay in there, but they don't want him. Sorry.
Yep. The Kentucky, I picked up that Kentucky's the family, the Kentucky, but when it comes to Mitch McConnell, they're the tower. They're like in chaos with him. They cannot, like, turmoil. The base of it, there's the money, but they were fooled. They feel very, very fooled. And then they talk, and then it has here is that they're working really, really hard to get communion into Democratic, because I have the King of Cups. They're working really hard to change Kentucky to Democratic on there. They have a problem here because, here I have the Page of Wands, which is inverted, where they're distracted. They're getting so distracted in that town or that state. They're not getting accurate information purposely. They are being very distracted. Celebrate your life. They're like, everything. You guys are suffering not because of Mitch.
Yeah.
It's because you've been suffering for all of your life here. It doesn't mean it was because of Mitch McConnell. It wasn't Mitch McConnell's. So they're getting thrown the delusion and the chaos. So there really are. If anybody's from Kentucky, who is a Democrat, do your best to get out there and push the truth, because these people are being just lied to on the biggest scale ever, like in Kentucky and Tennessee and all of them. They're not getting accurate information, just like I experienced in South Dakota. The internet sucks. It's just not worth their time and effort to get the real information anymore. They learn what they learn on the very, very red news every night.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Noise. On the red noise.
The red noise. All right. Let's do one more since it's Sunday, let's do one for the week. Just like real short, 3 positive cards. What we can do to keep our energy levels up and not get sucked into the red noise of bad internet. Keeping our vibrations high for the week.
How many cards?
Well, I'm just going to do one.
Okay.
You can do as many as you want.
I'll go ahead and go. Mine came up with books. Your connection to your life purpose through your environment with books or reading or education. So this is the one thing that we can do as we go forward is literally make sure that you are always after the wisdom, the learning and taking on new stuff and going forward with literally the truth. Go find the truth no matter what. So,
Hey. Lori.
Good. Well, okay, so I'm taking these three. So I'm just going to say tap into your spiritual base and education. So that would be learning, that would be books, right? Make some good food.
yeah.
Really, really, really good food. And then this could also be books too, or arts. So playing around with the arts, any type of artistic endeavor that you can think of.
Yeah. And I also thought when y'all were talking about books, it doesn't necessarily need to be about learning. It could just be about
Poetry.
getting what's that?
It can be poetry.
Poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting away from the red noise. The card that I pulled was comfort.
Oh.
And that talked about comfort food. It talked about reading. It talked about just being good to yourself and not forgetting. Just give yourself a big hug, wrap yourself up in a snuggly. For those that have them, I don't. Well, maybe one. Anyway.
I have dogs.
Dogs. Wrap yourself up in a dog.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody want Nikita?
No. Not a Nikita. Why do you have a Nikita?
I don't. Some woman had one on the beach and she has to get rid of it.
Yeah, that Nikitas are not very domesticated animals, although they can be if they're out in country. I know somebody's going to come on here that owns a Nikita and like, blah, blah, blah. I understand. The Nikitas generally are not very domesticated dogs to have.
I had a friend that had one that was very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. As I said, there's always that outlier of a Nikita, but they're tough.
I think most of the Akitas are Republicans. That's what I find.
The Dobermans, the Rottweilers.
All right, this has been a blast.
I always have so much fun with you both.
Yes.
Yes, it's been awesome. Thank you. And thank you everybody for watching. If you're still here, thank you. You guys get a gold star on your forehead for hanging in with us. Woohoo! So thank you all, and we will be back soon.
Bye.